Where is my audience? We are back in my closet with another shoe project. Decided that I want to start eating caviar in a much more casual way. So recently, I fear I blacked out. You guys, I have not gone shoe shopping for myself outside of sneakers in such a long time. I'm so giddy right now. This is like Christmas Day for me.
This might be the most out of touch video that I've posted in a very long time.
But I don't care.
I give back a lot. I can buy myself nice shoes.
I don't know if I'm being punished by TikTok. I just figured this was like our thing, you know, where I would have a new product and then I would sell it to you and you guys would be really excited and happy for me and like give me a lot of money, and then I would wait a couple weeks and then I would surprise you with something new.
Today, I'm going to be going through my fall sweaters, and whatever I don't want, I'm going to give to you guys.
Let's unbox the new iPhone 17 Pro Max together. And I also got a second one for you guys. Some online shopping, and I bought two designer bags.
So, I blacked out. This is the winter bag for Louis Vuitton. So many colors. Let's do a haul.
When you have 1 million followers, but
Your videos are only getting 30,000 views.
I put videos out there and sometimes I just feel like I'm talking to myself. I'm like,
Where is my audience?
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Camden and we are going to be talking about entitled influencers and OG influencers not knowing why no one wants to watch them anymore. But before we get into that, I did just want to update everyone on my picture of the month because I did finally pick someone. This is Erica St. Clair from Stranger Things. Like I said in my last video, I am going to be doing Picture of the Month, which is just a way for you guys to get to know me without having to hear me talk randomly about things that you don't care about. This month is Erica St. Clair from Stranger Things. I was waiting for her to show up in the season and she finally did, and I love her. Like, she's literally one of my favorite characters. The actress is quite amazing. So that is my picture of the month. But let's go ahead and get right into it. I have been wanting to have this conversation about influencers, entitlement, just their lack of empathy for their followers. It was like the algorithm heard me, my inner thoughts, my inner workings, because tell me why I'm scrolling on TikTok and all of a sudden I see the beauty guru of them all, Jaclyn Hill, coming on her TikTok complaining because she doesn't know why people don't want to watch her anymore and how hard it is that she doesn't really know her fan base is. And I want to talk about it because this is something that I'm pretty passionate about. I think that we are in an era where these kind of influencers are going to be non-existent. I think as people, we are done with the perfect curated lifestyle. We're done with the luxury hauls. We're done with the overconsumption. And the reason I think we feel this way is because we are already exhausted by so much going on in the world that when we see such out of touch influencers come on the internet and try and complain about how hard their life is as an influencer when they have no idea what it's like to be a normal person, it gets frustrating. And I think people are over it. Now, I'm very aware that by me bringing up this topic, I'm asking for hate because there are people who support people who act the way Jaclyn does, or Mikayla Example, we will be talking about her. Even Becca Bloom, who is a bajillionaire that I mentioned in my last video. But this is coming from the heart, and I want to know how you guys feel about this because it is crazy to me that she came and she was like, I have no idea where my audience is at. And I'm like, are you that out of touch that you don't understand why no one wants to watch you anymore? If you're curious in that conversation or you feel the same way, stick around because we are going to be talking about it. I just want to say that I'm not trying to be hateful. I'm just exhausted. It might come off like a little harsh, but at the end of the day, you don't have to listen to me. If you don't like what I have to say about these influencers, I understand that, but I'm hoping to have a conversation that all of us are wanting to have. And so if you want to participate in that, go ahead and stick around. But if me complaining about influencers is going to bother you, you probably won't like this video. First of all, pause. Jaclyn Hill is literally so stunning. I'm sure there's probably a filter on her face, but maybe there's not. She's very good at makeup. She is literally flawless. Point in case.
I want to talk about something that I feel like maybe is a little controversial, maybe not, but I feel like no one really talks about it on social media. At least I don't see this conversation being had, but I think about this every day. And this is coming from like an old school beauty content creator. I started on YouTube 14 years ago. Like, that is insane. I have been here for every single era, consistently uploading downloading every new platform, like watch the birth of TikTok. You know, like I remember when Instagram became a thing, I was already on YouTube when Instagram became a thing, and I downloaded Instagram, and like it was like this new app, and we were posting the square photos. Like
I don't know why, but every time I watch this, I'm like, what does she mean by the square photos? Am I too young?
I feel like we're in such a weird place on social media as content creators where I am like fighting. I feel like I am like trying to run through mud to connect with my followers at this point. I feel like there are so many bots, and I feel like these apps are now controlling who views my videos, and I feel like I get punished.
Sorry, I'm gonna pause. The reason that I want to talk about this is because as someone who is trying to get into content creation and get on these platforms and be seen, I actually know what it's like to try and fight and get an audience. Jaclyn Hill, although she hasn't been making content like she used to, which we'll get to, she doesn't know what it's like to be seen by her people. And spoiler alert, it's because her people aren't there anymore.
All the time, in the sense of I took off, like I didn't post a TikTok, I think for like a week and a half, 2 weeks maybe. Like, sorry, shit, life happens. I've been doing this for 14 years. Maybe I'm a little burnt out, God forbid. But then I come back to TikTok.
That's a little hostile. Like, I'm feeling a bit of projection happening because, I mean, if it's your job, you got to go to work in order to get seen and make money.
And it's like I'm put in like this TikTok jail where my views are complete shit. No one is seeing, like, it's one thing if my engagement is shit, meaning like maybe my views are high, but my comments are low and the likes are low. It's like, okay, so my audience wasn't feeling the vibes of this video. That's fine. But I'm talking like when you have 1 million followers, but your videos are only getting 30,000 views, this is just not the way it used to be. Like when I started, it was...
There's so many things. And like, I hate to pause because I have so many thoughts, but I also don't want to lose them. But I'm going to let her finish. Let her finish, Camden. Let her finish. Don't let the ADHD beat you, okay?
So organic, like you subscribe to the people that you liked, you open up those apps, or you got a notification on your phone saying so-and-so just posted a video, you go, you engage with it, and like it was that simple. Now it's like I put videos out there and sometimes I just feel like I'm talking to myself. I'm like, where is my audience? And it's just, I feel like my audience is really on Instagram stories. Like my girls are there for me on Instagram stories. Like I really know who I'm talking to over there, but I miss the days of knowing who I'm posting my content for. And I'm just like, how do like these new creators
grow at this point? As someone who is a brand new creator trying to grow, let me give you the answer. You are so out of touch with your own brand, with your own job, that you don't even realize that you're saying that you're unwilling to understand how to connect with your fans. What she's saying in this, without even understanding that she's saying it, is that why do I have 1 million followers but no one wants to watch my videos? Why am I only getting 30,000 views? God forbid you get 30,000 views. And then she says, God forbid I take a break. Like if I don't post, I get to TikTok jail. Welcome to the internet, Jaclyn. Welcome to TikTok. So what this says to me and translates to me as someone who sleep, breathes, wakes up and thinks about YouTube, the algorithm, and how to get myself out there to people, you're not willing to put in the work. That's the problem. You're not willing to learn. And I think, to be fair, that's why she's making this video. But it is so out of touch. Like, yeah, welcome to real life. Do you think Mikayla got to where she was by only posting once a week? TikTok is a whole different arena. If you want to survive, you need to be there every day, every hour, at all hours of the day. But she doesn't understand that she's not wanting to work in order to see the benefits. And that's where these big older YouTubers are struggling, or at least some of them are, especially ones that have moved over to TikTok, because they're like, well, where are my people? I know I'm popular. Babe, they're not there because they don't care anymore. You're not putting in the effort into your audience. You're so out of touch that you don't even understand by you saying that if I don't show up for a bed, heaven forbid I don't show up, people don't want to watch me. It's because when you are showing up, you're unrelatable and you're not putting in the effort. Just because you're rich and famous and have done your hard work doesn't mean you get to quit. People who work normal jobs work until retirement. Retirement looks at age 60 for most people. And now with the way that everything has changed, probably 70 or till you're dead. So as an influencer, when you have bukus of money and you're trying to continue that and you're like, well, why does no one want to watch me? Where's my audience at? You're not putting in the effort. You're not putting in the work. So let's let her finish.
Do the new creators out there, do you guys feel like you're connecting with an audience, or do you just feel like you're kind of throwing your videos out into cyberspace
And she's acting like she doesn't know how to do the internet. I don't know. Look it up. Is it that hard? Like, that's what's frustrating to me as someone who's a new creator. Where is all my fans at? They might just not be there because you're not there.
hoping that it's gonna stick? Like, I don't know. And like my comments, like I'll post a video and within 10 seconds, I'll get like 15 comments and they're all slightly the same. And I'm like,
And she's blaming the bots as if it's TikTok's fault that she's not getting followers, which is just hilarious to me because there are literal people on the internet who wake up and make coffee for their husband and make money off of it. Like, she can't fathom the fact that on TikTok, it's a whole different world than what she grew into on YouTube. And if she would just go back to her original content, she would probably be okay. But she is so far gone in la la luxury that she doesn't even understand it doesn't compute, that she has to blame the algorithm. And to be fair, the algorithm is mainly to blame. But you're a big YouTube creator. You already have an edge up on people.
okay, so like these are like bot comments, like these aren't really my followers. Like, I don't care about that. I'm at the point in my life and in my career where like I only want to post for my girls, like the ones that I've built this relationship and this trust with. But like TikTok,
She only wants to post to her girls. I'm going to tell you what her girls love, okay? We're going to show you what her girls really love.
isn't even showing my stuff to those people. So I'm like, I don't
If your fans like you, they'll go to your page. What she's saying, let me translate because she's speaking in influencer-ese. I'm not making money because I'm not showing up on their For You page. So it's invalid the people that do go and follow you and they actually go to your actual TikTok.
don't know. It's like these apps control who sees our stuff, and like the audience that we worked hard to build isn't even ours. It's owned by these apps.
You're so close. All you need to put the pieces together is work.
Apps, we just have to like hope and pray that after posting our content, these apps are going to choose to show our content to.
Oh, it just makes me so angry. Like, this makes me so angry that an influencer, let's see how many followers she has. 1.2 million. All of her views are getting over 100,000. And you're sitting here complaining as if you're not getting pushed out there. Why don't you try and figure out how you can get on the pages of people? Why are you sitting here asking your audience for something that you know the answer to? Is that not what influencing is? Is that not what being on the internet is? You hope and pray you get shown, especially on YouTube. YouTube is not what it used to be. The algorithm is the gatekeeper to your channel. And if you don't please the algorithm, you don't get it. And that algorithm is similar to TikTok. So yes, when you post stuff, it might not go to the people you want to, but you're still getting so many amount of views. That's just crazy she's even complaining.
Our audience who chose to follow us in the first place. I'm just so confused, and I don't see a lot of people having this conversation. This will probably put me on TikTok.
No one's having the conversation because they all understand what's going on. You just don't. So let's read the comments, okay? Someone says, you have to adjust to the current climate. We're gravitating towards influencers like Shelby Ann because their content feels real and relatable. But over half the country is struggling to afford rent. People aren't interested in watching someone spend thousands on a haul or decorate $1 million home for Thanksgiving. It just isn't a way to connect anymore. Someone else says, there are people dying, Kim. Babe, that sweatshirt is $140. That's my entire weekly grocery budget that we can afford for our entire family. We're tired of watching influencers rub their wealth in our faces. Girl, we can't afford fruit and you're telling us this in front of your $800 Balsam Hill tree and $135 sweatshirt. These older influencers are having a hard time because they're not willing to put in the work into figuring out where they can be successful. Jaclyn Hill doesn't need the internet. In fact, Jaclyn Hill's YouTube channel has been dry for a long time. She went over to TikTok, and for what reason? For money, because they're all greed hungry, and instead of actually caring about their audience, they care about money. So she's like, well, let me go to TikTok and I will do what everyone else is doing, which we're going to talk about later. She hasn't posted on her YouTube channel since 4 months ago. Jaclyn Hill worked her butt off to get to the place that she's at, but she doesn't want to admit the fact that she doesn't want to work anymore. Jenna Marbles made it very clear in her videos leading up to her leaving the internet, R.I.P. She wasn't going to do this forever. She used to joke a lot about how I'm a 32-year-old lady. 32-year-old ladies. That's because she knew her time was almost up. Would we have all kept watching her? Absolutely. But she couldn't do her content forever. It wasn't probably authentic to her anymore. When Jaclyn Hill started, she was working at the Mac store and she was good at makeup and she made makeup tutorials, and that was really popular on YouTube, was these beauty creators, and she helped people and she was authentic and she was herself and they showed up to learn something. Let me show you the value that Jaclyn's offering us on TikTok. The value that she thinks should be raking in a bunch of more views and that only bots are watching her.
So I've decided that I want to start eating caviar in a much more casual way. I literally can't stand myself sometimes. But I did see that there is a trend going around where you try caviar on McDonald's.
I'm sorry, what? 18 hours ago, someone says, why don't people watch me? This is why people don't watch you. This is the value you're offering them.
I really love caviar. I had it for the first time in like 2019, I think. And me and Jordan, we now do like caviar and champagne nights together. We like set the mood and light the candles. It's just like something that we do. It's one of our date nights. And
It's so hard to look at her because she's so beautiful.
Hi, okay, I need your help. I did some online shopping and I bought 2 designer bags, okay, but here's the problem. They are both leopard print and I could not decide by looking at them on the internet which one I wanted, so I bought both, and you're gonna help me decide which one to keep, which one to return. I don't need more than 1 leopard bag for the fall with what I already own. It's excessive, so you're gonna...
Imagine having so much money that you can go into a store, buy 2 designer bags, not knowing which one you want, bring it home, ask your followers about it, and then know that you can return it. These are probably like $50,000 bags that she's using. I don't know luxury, so that could be a crazy amount. They might even be more. Who knows? Let's just say on the safe side, those are $50,000. $25,000 is missing out of your bank account because you just don't know which one you want. The comments say, this is what people are talking about. This is exactly what we mean. Here's the problem. Jesus, I wished these were my problems. And this is the problem with influencers. This is why we are starting a movement, I feel like, of calling this behavior out. It is wild to assume that your life is so hard because no one wants to watch you when all you're doing is rubbing your wealth in people's faces. And I understand that there are people out there that like watching luxury hauls, but these people are only making these videos because they don't want to work anymore. And we're going to look at another example, a new example, which is Mikayla Example. But what I want to make very clear is that being a content creator should mean working hard, learning skills. Being an influencer is not hard when you're influencing the way Jaclyn Hill and Mikayla Example are. I obviously would never consider myself an influencer. I would consider myself a content creator, which I do believe is a job. It requires learning skills that you would never know about in just regular life. And I hope that the work I put in one day will change my life. The way that it's changed Jaclyn Hill's, the way that it's changed Mikayla's, maybe not the same, because I do think there comes a certain amount of wealth that you just lose your soul once you have it, you know? But the problem with these influencers, the reason that no one wants to watch them anymore is because you're not working, Jaclyn. You are so rich now that you don't have to make content that actually suits your followers. But that's why we're on the internet. I don't care about your luxury hauls. I don't care about your shoe collection, you guys. Look at her shoe collection.
I fear I blacked out. Let's do a shoe haul. I tried FaceTiming my best friend. She's at a doctor's appointment, so I'm FaceTiming you guys instead. And I'm going to try them all on.
Her closet literally looks like a retail store.
If you are somebody that does not like designer hauls, then this is not the video for you. Just keep scrolling. See you next time.
See, and they say things like that as if this won't show up on their For You pages. Babe, trust me, you're showing up on people's For You pages. They just don't care. And the reason they don't care is because this is ridiculous. The only people who can understand this are other wealthy influencers. But normal fans, we want to see value. We want to see you work. Yes, there is an audience for people who like luxury things. I'm not judging you people who like to watch it. I just want you to know, though, that as the content creators that are showing you, they don't care about you. They literally don't care about you. You are just another bag to them that they can buy with your views. And if that's what you like, I genuinely don't judge you. I think it's fun sometimes. Doesn't necessarily affect me emotionally, But people who are like Mikayla and Jaclyn Hill saying, just scroll past. I don't watch James Charles, but he showed up whenever I was covering Angel Tree. I now know he does it. I don't watch Mikayla Nogueira, but I was going to make a video about her, and then her Hermes haul shows up and she's surrounded by Hermes. I don't even have to watch the video to know what is about to happen, and it can impact people. So don't just sit here and be like, don't watch it, boo-hoo-hoo. No, you're going to show up on their For You page. Trust me, we can look at these boxes and use our brain to understand what we're about to watch without even having to watch it. So this excuse of like, well, you just don't have to watch really doesn't matter when it comes to TikTok and being fed things on your algorithm. And unfortunately for me, I will now be fed Jaclyn Hill, which will be very upsetting.
You guys, I have not gone shoe shopping for myself outside of sneakers in such a long time. I'm so giddy right now. This is like Christmas Day for me. This might be the most out of touch video that I've posted in a very
So she's willing to admit that it's out of touch. She just doesn't care.
I give back a lot. I can buy myself nice shoes. This haul is gonna be
This actually upsets me. This whole I give back so I deserve to flaunt my wealth to you, they don't mix together. They don't equate. Just because you do nice things doesn't mean that we have to watch you do a luxury haul. It doesn't give you an excuse. And then at what point, what's your motive for doing those nice things? So that's Jaclyn Hill, okay? And I'm done talking about her. At the end of the day, the reason that she's struggling on these platforms is because she's not actually working. This is not work. This is a display of wealth and being a lazy influencer. This is the influencer that we don't want anymore in our feed because it's unrelatable and it's so out of touch. There's a reason that the Kim Kardashian, Kim People Are Dying meme is so big. It's because you guys don't understand that we are living very different than you. Because if your audience is telling you, I don't like it, then why are you posting it? Maybe it's because you want to impress all your other influencer friends, because those are the only people who can relate to you. Imagine coming and being a very genuine, lovable person on the internet, following someone, and then they change into this rich influencer that doesn't give two craps about their audience. She's not happy with her 200,000 views of 200,000 people who might even be her fans, because if they're not supporting her crazy luxury hauls, they don't actually like her. The reason that I believe that she's doing this stuff is because she's also seeing things like this.
Today is day 3 of having my closet professionally organized. And let me tell you, this is going to change the game for me.
So, I blacked out. Kind of bad. So, let's do my biggest luxury unboxing literally ever.
Today is day 1 of having my closet professionally organized. They started by taking every single pair of shoes out of my closet and categorizing them on the floor. This took them hours. They spend a ton of time strategizing on how they want.
And this.
God, these are insanity. I'm gonna need a stylist to tell me how to style these ASAP. These are a lot heavier. Ooh. I have always wanted a boot like this.
I know I'm about to get some hate because Mikayla fans, you can't come past me. I got the Lord on my side, okay? So
Don't you even try me.
listen, I know the Mikayla fans are very, 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 very. And I'm just a little wee person on the internet. You're not gonna convince me Mikayla Nogueira cares about her fans. Blacked out. No, you didn't. These people have shopping addictions. Like, that is a whole other conversation. These influencers are so bored in their life that they have nothing better to do than spend their money. Even if I had money, I would never buy this much luxury items. For what? Like, it actually kind of makes me sad because I'm like, is this what makes you happy? Clothes, shoes, a giant house. I mean, there's so much more to life than a luxury bag and a luxury sweatshirt. And I understand that she can spend whatever she wants to, but it's when their real fans come into the comments and then they say things, which I can't find them because these are old videos, where it's like, just move on. You don't have to watch it. Then who is it for? Because if it's not for your fans who are saying we don't want to watch it, then is it for other people like Jaclyn Hill and Becca Bloom? They didn't start out lazy, okay? They didn't start out not working hard. I absolutely give them credit. Like, Jaclyn walked so Mikayla could run. Being a beauty guru is work. She has to put that makeup on, take it off, film it, edit it, do all those things. But once you get good at it and you have enough money to pay for an editor, it doesn't become work anymore. And the reason that they post these vlogs is because they don't know what to do with their life. They're so rich that they're like, why does no one want to watch my stuff? Because you're living a life that literally adds no value, that is the point of the internet, to either be entertained or be authentic and add some kind of value to someone. If you want people to watch you again, get back on your YouTube channel and start blending in the eyeshadow. There are more broke people than there are wealthy. It's like they just forgot how they got to this point. Let me bring up some beginning OG influencers that are still working. Jessie and Lily from the Do We Know Them podcast. Kathleen Lights, great example, beauty guru with the JK podcast with Jessie. I'm so proud of those women because I can see how happy it makes them to do a job that they love. Even on the internet, even in the influencer world that you live in, love and peace, you still have to work for your audience. We all do, because if you really care about your audience, you'll show up and you'll give them what they want, which is value. That's where I'm going to end the video. Again, I'm sorry if this came off really salty. I have been wanting to talk about it for a while, and then her doing this was just like wild to me. I just want you to know that I'm grateful for you. I would love for this to be a job for me one day, but I know that that's going to take work to get there, and I'm willing to put in the work in order to make my dreams come true. I am off this week, so I'm hopefully going to be bulk filming so that I can start having a consistent schedule. Anyway, with that being said, it is time for me to say goodbye. Here is Jasper's hello. He got a haircut. He looks so good. But I will see you in the next one. We got to go. Please pray for me in the comments because these big beauty influencers are very scary and their fans even scarier. See you guys later. Bye-bye.